Hello. Happy Sunday. Tuesday. Time to mess with John's head.
Back again.
Back again.
All right, we're back on we're actually off the Beagle.
We're on another island.
We took the Beagle last week to another island, and we ended up getting off and ready for Adventure 4. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Hi, Bladio 22.
So today we're playing
Tribal Island Scenario 4. Let's go! Let's go die!
That's right. Bill's bringing the excitement.
There are fewer rules for this scenario, fewer base changes. But oh my goodness, it's complicated.
I don't think it's complicated. I just think you can't math it out.
Show us your sick emotes, Bill.
It's well, I would think one thing you'd say about Robinson Crusoe, what people say it makes it a difficult game, is because you have so many things that you have to do in a very short period of time, right?
I did make those emotes.
And as with most games like this, but this is a little bit more difficult than the average.
Than the average bear?
What's the word I'm looking for? Trying to efficiency puzzle.
Hi, Elena.
Howdy. So it is an efficiency puzzle, is what this is.
Yes.
And if you try to math out
and we're not very efficient.
the game, right? Because you can sit and go, what are the percentage chances I'm going to be able to do certain things?
But so much random stuff.
That's just what I was going to say. The problem is you can say this is the best course of action, but with so much random things happening, not just with dice rolls and cards, but also just the amount of things you have to do in an order and other things get in your way. So if you they made it so you can't guarantee anything, because if you use two people to guarantee something, you're not going to have anywhere near enough actions to be able to get it done. So we sort of looked through this scenario as we were trying to figure out how it worked, and I have very little faith that we could even without having T-Light with us to be able to help support us.
He remembered his name.
Even if we had T-Light with us, I just don't think we're going to have the amount of actions that we're going to need necessary to get the series of things that have to be done to get to the win condition. Now, as a two-player game, we instead of having 4 different things we have to do, we only have 2. But I still don't think we're...
well, because we only have 2 people.
Well, right.
Hi, Leland. Leland says we got this.
So I'm not saying that we don't have a chance. I'm just saying.
I think he's saying we don't have a chance.
I'm just saying if you math it out in your head,
it's such a slim chance.
It's going to be pretty hard if you do it very efficiently with the random factor involved. Is what I'm sort of saying. So anyway, you want to run over what we're trying to do, and then maybe that'll make a little.
So
more
we
sense.
landed on Tribal Island. We have to find 2 tribes and then convince them to like us in order to get CP culture points. And the more culture points we can get is better for us next scenario. Now, last scenario we didn't do so well.
We almost won. But we did lose some things in that scenario that makes it a little bit more difficult.
We lost water, which means we lost animals and plants, which for the end of the game for our knowledge points is very, very bad.
Yeah, thematic, or what happened was we didn't fix the hull of the ship, and 2 of the barrels with the things that we found from the
water
prior thing must have rolled out into the sea.
We lost water, and some of the plants and animals died.
Right. So not fixing the hull was...
bad.
A bad move.
Turns out that's bad. It's bad to not fix the ship that you're in.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Here we are then.
We probably should have known that.
I think we were just trying to get to the island.
But we have learned from Grimby, and he's been through 3 ships already, so it's really not our fault.
Leland subscribed a tier 1 for 6 months.
Well, thank you, Leland.
Thank you, Leland. We at the Incorrigible Party appreciate everything that you're doing for the Incorrigible Party. So let's sort of walk through.
Nothing about my Grimby combat?
What?
We learned how to take care of a ship from Grimby.
Oh, if we would have really listened to Grimby, we would not be on this island.
We would have sunk way out in the ocean.
We would have died.
Never would have made it.
We would have drowned.
You actually iron your clothing? Wow. Good job. Don't call you out. Don't call you out about ironing your clothing, which you just told us about.
You are sort of putting it out there, I think. So.
Bill's stuff. Oh yes, Bill has to be presentable at work. Now that he has his fancy new job with his fancy socks that he wears.
Clothes is only part of the man.
I thought clothes made the man.
I don't know. I don't have a lot. My clothes have holes in them.
Scarecrow. Scarecrow. That's definitely true.
See.
Okay.
I wish I had a. Can we put the more you know little thing you can click on and make it go across the screen?
Elena meant ask for help and stuff because she's busy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. We'll just check in from time to time and see how frustrated I am, and then you'll know how it's going. Which is just a slow deterioration throughout the 2 hours it typically takes, right? By the end, I'm more than likely ready to go eat dinner. So
scenario 4, called Tribal Island. Having survived the perilous ocean voyage, the HMS Beagle spots land ahead and sets anchor off the coast of Tribal Island. The crew prepares an away team to conduct a diplomatic mission on the island and learn the cultural secrets of the tribes that live there. Sorry, our son's making noise. I don't know what he's doing. Trade with the natives to earn their trust and impress them with your gifts to learn their secrets, but beware, for the tribesmen have a natural distrust for strangers and are quick to anger. Explore the island, meet the tribes, and learn what secrets you can before all the tribes turn against you and force you to leave the island at the end of the 10th round.
Okay, so we're not starting this game out typically as a regular game with a number of items that we would normally have. We also are starting out with the shelter already built. Mm-hmm. And we have 3 food left over from the prior scenario.
I think we took it from the ship. Thematically.
Sure. We don't have tea light with us. Boy. We did take the parrot. Now the parrot gives us 2 additional determination tokens for the first player every round. And I start off as first player. Which is nice because determination tokens are going to allow us to do some different things than we would normally do in a regular game.
Yeah, there's a few differences between normal setup. We'll go over it as it comes up.
Okay.
We do have a tribal board. Since we're only 2 players, we only have to find 2 tribes, but we have to keep them happy, and they can get very upset with us and cause bad things to happen. And I think that's all we need to go over.
Maybe I should put the tribal board over here.
Okay, put the tribal board over there.
So everybody can see it, and then we can sort of see how poorly we're doing here.
And even though I did eat before drinking any of this whiskey, I'm already feeling the whiskey, and I haven't had that much. So this might get interesting, or very funny to me.
So it's not very clear, but this is the tribal board, and since we're playing a 2-player game, we have to complete these 2 secrets, essentially. The tribe has to share secrets with us.
Yes.
And this is their happiness level. Unhappy. Happy meter, all the way up to happy, and very happy, I guess. And these
so happy.
CP means, what was it?
Culture points.
Culture points. So if we move this up here where everybody's extra happy, we're going to get extra CP, which is tracked up here on this top track, to be able to use in the next adventure. And so part of our goal is going to be try to move these things up, and of course the game is going to be continually moving them down. And if they go down, we're going to have negative things happen, of course. So that's one of the things we're going to be trying to manage as we do this.
Wow, drunk Bill yesterday, drunk Emily today. A good weekend to be an incorrigible. I'm not drunk yet.
We're always on our way to getting drunk.
Quite often. Okay.
All right, so
event.
We're not going to go over all the rules, but we'll hit them up as we go. But there are
Yes.
things that we're trying to accomplish that there's no weather situation for us.
No, we just have to roll this red die every round and see if one of our tribes gets unhappy with us. Even before we find them, they could be unhappy with us.
And we have to move the camp
every round,
every
night,
which is going to be really bad for us from a food and resource perspective because we.
So we are predicting we're going to run out of food and die that way.
Yeah, I think food is going to be our.
You regretted it this morning. Whiskey doesn't, as long as I don't drink a lot of whiskey, I'm usually not too bad the next day. I mean,
I'm okay with. You're
okay with me being okay the next day?
No, I think wine, if I drink a lot of wine, is when I sort of feel a little bad. But whiskey doesn't give me hangovers or beer or anything anymore.
My stomach gets upset. Anyway, event card.
Here we go.
Let's get the show on the road. Oh, there's a mess in the camp. Told you so many times, just pick up your crap.
I don't think you and I want to have that discussion about who has more crap laying around.
Yeah, we'll table that. Okay, this one has a book on it. It means the natives are restless. Lower the mood of each tribe by one level.
Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. This was the thing that was going to be the most difficult, and we're
already screwed.
Got it. Both of them go down one level?
Yeah. Friggin' books. And we put a pessimistic person in the arranged camp action space. Which is this whole space, right? Or is it just this space?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Okay.
Which is someplace we really said we needed to focus on going.
Yes.
First card pulled, we're already screwed.
I mean, it is Robinson Crusoe.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the event. Now,
freaking books never helped anybody.
That's for sure. So
now we do tribal migration, but we haven't found them yet, so they're not migrating anywhere.
Okay.
Then we follow the standard rules for morale phase. Morale is at 0, so we normally wouldn't get any determination tokens, but since we brought a parrot and he sings to us, I get 2.
Yep. Or we're just happy there's potential food there available to us at any point in time. Although we can't eat this particular parrot.
No.
I mean, other parrots, we've got parrots right there that are edible, but this is an inedible parrot.
These are technically parrot eggs. We're not eating the parrot, we're eating parrot eggs.
Okay. Next. Follow the standard rules for production, which means we get 1 wood and 1 food. Yeah.
A wood and a food.
And the bad thing about this food is this is going to be
this is
ridiculous.
Not going to work.
Why?
Because I can't reach it.
Well, you can't hold on to it. Why don't you slide it? Slide it. It still has the same distance involved in sliding.
There.
Got it. Dear God. Okay. Next.
What were you saying? You were saying something. Do we want to brainstorm?
Okay, so I think we need to explain brainstorming.
At the beginning of the action phase, the players may decide to discard 2 determination tokens to draw 2 invention cards, choose 1, and place it invention side up on the main board.
So if you notice, we only have 3 inventions that are made. We have the knife, the rope, and the pot. But part of this scenario is if we end up being in the same space as the tribe, and we'll explain why that whole
We have
detail.
to trade with them.
We have to trade with them.
We don't have a choice. We have to trade.
So they're going to give us some of these, what are they called?
Discovery
tokens.
And we have to give them one of our items.
And we have to trade one. So the idea here is we're going to try to get as many items as we can so we can have things to trade if that comes
And we
up.
do have a blanket from last scenario, and we have the pistol from this scenario. That was another setup change, as we only had 1 starting item. We can trade those as well.
And half of the ammunition from that pistol is not with us. Because there's only 1.
Right.
So
I was just trying to think of where the other bullet went.
it's back in at the ship.
Did we use it to kill one of the beasts, maybe?
No, we just were forgetful when we left, and we didn't bring along the extra ammunition that we obviously should have had.
So I'm spending these 2 determination tokens, drawing the top 2 cards on the deck.
Yeah.
We have the dam and the map. Which one do we want to keep? If we got the map built, which we would need a river then we potentially have an extra person to explore until we have to get rid of an item.
That's nice.
Dan gives us 2 breads.
What happens to the one we don't choose?
It goes back into the stack.
Okay.
And would probably, I don't know if we should shuffle every time we have to draw or...
Yeah, I don't know either. So, which one do you think?
I'm leaning towards Matt. Just because we would give us that extra person for exploring. Which won't be great. I mean, it'd be great in the beginning of the game, but then later in the game it won't be great and we could trade it away and it won't matter.
Yeah, the good thing about the other one is we would have all 3 food for the next round. Because but we have to build it yet.
Right,
So, yeah, this is easier to build, so I'd say go map.
Okay. One map.
All right. Next.
Planning our actions.
All right. So we still have our buddy Darwin with us. Hopefully he won't be doing whatever he did last time where he's stuck in his cabin.
Playing with his turtle. He just kept playing with his damn turtles every time.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. So I think we need to explore.
We do.
Seriously need to explore.
We need to explore seriously.
So we can discard it to get a determination token. If we don't, each player discards the determination token.
Which would be a damage.
And this would just take one person, so we'll go there to take care of that. But that doesn't need to be taken care of right now, though. So if we go... How can we get rid of that?
You have to go here with 2 people, and then he goes away.
I think that's going to be pretty well key to getting a lot of determination tokens too. So at some point we got to do that. I don't know if we have to do it now, but the longer we wait, the less we're building up, right?
Yes. So why don't we boop and then the boop and then the boop?
Yeah, gets rid of that problem.
Right.
And we're not getting rid of this problem, though.
But we can save that problem for next round.
Right.
That could be next round's problem.
All right. Good?
Yes, now we... Resolving actions. Resolve our actions. The text is really small.
Do the things.
How's it going?
Nothing's happened yet.
I mean, with the event card we started off with screwed us, so...
Typical Robinson Crusoe. Okay. We good? So we go down to no building. No...
You steamed 5 pairs of pants. Yeah, you are hot.
In that period of time, you steamed 5 pairs of pants?
She's super hot.
Wow.
We're not gathering.
Not gathering, so we're exploring. So we're going to do an automatic explore. Let's take care of that one first. And because he can do things on his own, right?
Yeah.
So we could do this. What do you think?
Sure.
All right. So
mine as well.
Let's go with me. I'll roll explore action. And let's see what happens. Success and a card. And before you read the card, let's see what we got here and get all this taken care of.
I'm ready.
So we have a totem, which is nice. So a totem means
we found one of the
tribes.
And
we also get a determination token because the discovery tokens become determination tokens. So that goes to me. And that's it. So I come back.
Now we do the card.
Cold
wind. During your walk, you feel a cold winter wind blowing on your back. Shuffle into the event deck.
Okay. All right, let's go to you. Roll it up.
Okay, I'm going to roll it up.
Success and a card.
Pull the tile first.
We have the second totem.
Wow, so that was quick.
That's the second tribe. And the wind condition is we get the
2 secrets.
2 secrets from
and finish that round.
These 2 tribes and finish the round. So, I mean, we're halfway there.
Well, yeah, but you know they move. They migrate. They're going to be halfway across the board on us.
Yeah. Okay, so that is... Oh, we didn't fill... well, we have grasslands and hills, but we don't have anything for that yet. We do have a beast we add. And we get 2 determination tokens, which is you. And we found the thing.
Card.
Okay.
Old grave. You come across an old grave. You reluctantly look inside, but immediately regret it after seeing the old corpse. Discard 1 determination token and shuffle into the event deck. Fortunately, I had one to discard.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You know what? When we find them this way, they go up here, not to us.
Oh, you're right.
And they go into futures, not current to use. So I don't have a determination token to use, so I do take a damage.
Well, now, I would have got... Or you would have got 2... Oh, you already spent them. Okay.
Yeah, because we
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Okay. Darwin. You want to roll for Darwin?
Sure, why not?
Success in a card.
Uncanny how that happens every time.
Let's see what we got.
What we
Hopefully
get?
River. Yay! Is that River? Yes, River. That means you can put one on the map. And we get one
determination
token. And we found a tribe that doesn't... We don't have any more tribes. Mm-hmm. So there we go. That was good.
Mm-hmm. Signs of fire. The whole area is wasted after a mass of fire. Been drinking too much whiskey. Cover one source on the tile you are exploring with a black disc. It is exhausted.
Okay, so we have wood or we have food. There is another wood one here with no food. Do you want to cover up the wood on that one then?
Sure.
Because we have wood option.
So much wood.
Yeah. You have 4 different options for wood.
So much wood.
Is that a lot? That's a lot for you to choose from,
that is
isn't
a
it?
lot of wood.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that scene from History of the World Part 1. Where, okay, well, I'll tell you about it later.
I've seen the movie, but it was quite a while ago.
I know. She was looking at all the different guys that she could...
Oh, yeah. Is that the eunuchs? Is that...
He was trying to hide as a eunuch.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I recall from 28 years ago when I saw that movie. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Where are we? We just finished the last... Oh, no,
we didn't.
We got that.
Yeah.
So we removed that
get rid
guy.
of the pessimistic guy.
And we moved that up 2, right?
We move it up 2, and we each get 2 determination
Oh,
tokens.
no. We don't move it up 2 because it took 2 people to go there. Right?
Aw, darn it.
So we move it up.
So then how do we do the determination tokens? Do we...
In that case, you were there with it, right? So you get 2 determination tokens.
You were there too.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. Do we both get 2?
I don't know. I think
there's still 2 people there, so I think it still goes up 2, and we each get 2.
And we each get...
Heck, we're going to die.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Give us those tokens.
That makes sense. All right. That is the end of the action phase. So now we go to...
Weather, which means we roll this red die and see how we pissed off the tribes.
Okay.
Oh,
we have
blank?
not.
Well,
they didn't even know. Well, they haven't really.
The third one is blank. Is the blank side. So, but we're not playing with 3, so we're good.
Okay. And then.
That says feeding.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And these come down.
Yeah.
And that one's gonna go away.
It will at the next thing, but we really can't do anything else with it yet.
I mean, because we can't.
We haven't got with them yet.
We haven't traded yet, so we can't gift. That will make sense in a little bit. Camp movement. So every round, every nighttime, we have to move the camp. It's not optional. It has to move.
So to me, I think moving to 1.
Because it's still food and wood.
It's food and wood. We get both, right?
Yeah. On production.
But the downside is we're going to be on the same tile as the tribe.
So we'll have to trade something.
We're going to have to trade something. And we don't have anything built yet to trade. And
we can trade the pot.
Does the trade action happen after the build action?
Trade happens after camp movement.
Okay.
We can trade the pot or we can trade the blanket.
So we have to trade right now?
After we move the camp, yes.
So the other option is move up there where we can't, but we won't get.
No, you have to move towards tribes.
Oh, that's right, you do. So okay, so we're moving here.
Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna do a trade action, right?
Yes, trade. After camp movement is resolved, if the camp is located on an island tile with at least 1 tribe, players must trade 1 item with each tribe on the same island tile. Draw 3 random discovery tokens. That's 4. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
Reveal the discovery tokens to decide which token to keep, trading the item to the tribe as payment.
Oh, okay. So what is this one?
That one is universal demand. Maybe used to satisfy any gifting demand of the tribe.
I think that's the one we want.
I think that's the one we have to take.
Chuck the pot.
I agree.
Although I will say the pot has been the one thing throughout all of our games that we always said we really should have got the pot. Now we got the pot, and we're chucking the pot.
We're gonna chuck the pot.
So this goes...
I don't know where it goes, actually. Why don't you just put it over there for now, in case we need to know.
Well, I'm just saying we're not going to
chucked.
be able to draw the pot again.
No.
If it's over there.
I don't think we're supposed to.
You can't make another pot? Ever?
I don't think so.
There's only one pot in the existence of this world?
There is exactly one pot.
Wow, that seems...
Well, let's see what it says.
bad.
It says discard. No. It doesn't say what to do with the trading thing.
I say just put it at the bottom. No pot for me. That's right. No pot for us. Ivan says we're not allowed to have pot.
Hi, Ivan. I don't think we put it over there.
All right. We're never going to get through the deck anyway if we put it on the bottom.
Exactly.
All right. Let's move on then.
Discard the... and the trading item. So, yes, you do discard it.
Okay. So we took the pot. It makes sense. We gave it to them, right? Because we had the pot with us. We handed it to the tribe and we said, here, give us... here's a pot you can have. And they went... Great. Here is a thing you can give to us to make us happy at a future point in time.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
exactly what happened.
That makes sense.
Now we go on to gifting. After trading is complete, players may give one or more gifts to the tribe that they have traded with to increase their mood.
We have food that is going to go to waste.
Did we trade with one? With tribe number one? We traded with tribe number one. What does tribe number one want?
Wood.
So we cannot give them food. They want wood.
We have a wood up there. Yeah.
Yeah, but...
What?
But... We need...
What are you going to use the wood for next round?
I don't know.
Well, this is what the whole part of how you think through a game. I think we trade them, we get it up because it's already down.
And then when we need wood later, I'm going to tell you, we shouldn't have traded it, we should have used the
well,
token.
That's why we talk through right now. What will we do with the wood on the next round?
I don't know.
I don't think there's... Because we're not building anything.
A weapon level.
But I think, like we discussed before the game started, I think fighting is probably a bad way to get resources. We don't need the pelts. We need wood and food. This will give you food, but it will also take your weapon fighting down, and we would have to be spending a ton of wood to get it up so we don't take damages.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Give them the wood.
Efficiency-wise, not. So let's
saying we have that token we could use.
We could do that and then go ahead and use the token to move it up again.
Okay. We'll make that first tribe really super happy.
All right. So wood tribe. We gave that first tribe a lot of wood.
Hi, Hornist. How are you?
Yeah.
Yes, we gave them a lot of wood.
Yep. I mean, we just met them too.
And you moved them up. Okay.
Yep. It's up 2, so that's good.
So now we do tribe reaction.
Yeah, these tongs are not.
I can't reach.
No, I know, but they're not very effective. So
no, they're like the little fingers are not sturdy enough.
Can you take the fingers off of it?
No.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
All right.
Tribal reaction. For the last step in the night phase, observe the mood level of all tribes and resolve the reaction's effects towards the players.
So both tribes, and you can't really see it because the camera's not good enough, but both tribes are at straight smiley face. In other words, what would you call that? Not pissed off at us or not happy with us. They are content.
Indifferent.
It is meh.
Indifferent. Yeah, they're meh.
Meh.
They're definitely meh.
Okay. So meh face. All right, is that the end of the first round?
So that doesn't do anything for us or to us?
Well, neutral, but that's not as funny as meh.
That doesn't do anything to us or for us?
It doesn't, no.
Darn it.
Have you ever been satisfied with meh?
I mean, it's been good enough.
I will say that was well played. I'll give you that.
Round 2. Satisfaction is a very subjective thing.
That is true, Bill. That is true.
We're making Ivan laugh.
And that's important too. So hard that the whole camp thinks it's funny, and we can move it up to happy face.
The whole tribe.
Yeah.
A mistake in the studies. It's another freaking book. The conclusions were drawn too rashly. If possible, lose one nature specimen of any type.
What?
What?
We barely have any nature specimens. What the hell kind of game is this? Is that a special card?
It is a special card.
Son of a bitch.
It's from
So we have to lose it?
Yeah.
Aww.
We have one animal.
And one beast. We have one carnivorous plant and one rare beast.
I thought we had 2 plants.
And one fossil. No, we lost all the damn things. They fell off the goddamn
No,
boat.
the plant should be up one more. We have one more plant. Okay, so we have one beast, 2 plants, and 1 fossil.
Now we have one plant.
Now we have 1 plant. How many points for tear up card?
I'm gonna burn a son of a bitch. That's ridiculous.
That sucks.
Okay. Okay.
That really
Well,
sucks.
so this goes here now, right?
Oh, if we put a person here with a determination token, we can get 1 fossil. Which is
So we just get the goddamn thing back,
That's pity
right?
points.
Well, all right.
That's pity points.
Well, we'll have to do it.
I mean, we could lose a fossil instead and then get the fossil back. So
we can't lose a fossil.
We
because
have a
one.
fossil. Right, we have a fossil. We could lose a fossil instead of the plant. Because the plant's worth more points.
All right. Doesn't matter.
I mean, it does.
It's the same difference.
Does the choose a dice face apply here? No, not for the event cards, unfortunately, because there's only a set number of event cards.
We do have a card one there.
For these cards.
Right. That's right.
Because for these cards, we can't redo the event cards because the event cards, since there's 10 rounds in the game, we have 10 event cards.
Fair enough. And now we are at...
Tribal migration.
Okay, so how does that work?
Let's read that again. At the end of the event phase, all tribes move to a new island tile. Roll the white die for each revealed tribe and move their tribe token to an adjacent island tile following the movement direction outlined below.
Okay, so tribe number 1 moves to the 6th direction, which is...
To the beach.
To the beach. All right. Tribe number 2 is going to the 2 direction, which is this way.
East.
And they do go on unexplored tiles because that's the way it works. They know their island. We have just landed here, so...
Oh, you know what? Oh, crap.
Yeah.
We can't do... can we? Capture secrets. Can we do that now? Where is that? How do we do that again?
That was in one of the...
Capturing secrets. Here it is.
They were an adjacent tile anyway, I think.
Use this action when players want to capture a tribe's secret which has already been revealed and is located on the camp tile. Players assign 1 pawn so that when the action is resolved, the player will roll the exploration action dice. When the action is successful, players will take the blue marker that represents the tribe's secret and place it on Darwin's cabin board. Okay, so we can do that this round.
Okay.
Where are we? Okay, we just did migration. And then we have morale phase. And
okay, so
you are first player.
And we have... So I get 4.
You do get 4. Look at all that determination you have.
And now I have a total of 6. Now, before we do anything else, let's look and see what powers I have. Because I could spend some of these. Because we got a ton already up there, too. So I can discard 2 to stop all food from rotting in the night phase. I don't think we need that.
Which we actually forgot.
Well, I thought we were gonna. We couldn't use that, right? We couldn't.
No, we couldn't use it. No.
All right, and then discard to allow any one character to give any number of their own determination tokens to another. Which I could give you more determination tokens, but it's going to cost me 1 to give you any number of them. But I don't know if that's of any value right now either. Discard 3 determination tokens to discard any card from the threat action field. So we could get rid of one of these too. But I don't think we...
It doesn't say that food rots in the night phase, but it doesn't say it doesn't rot either. I would think if it doesn't rot, it would say that it doesn't rot, because it does tend to say that.
So, or the other thing, discard 2 determination tokens to stop a character from drawing an adventure card when they roll a question mark. So that might be good that's basically a free risky.
No, it's not free.
Well, we don't have to draw a card, which is the negative effect of a risky. I mean, there's still damage, but that's regardless. So that's good to know. So I think that just takes 2 of them. I'm going to sort of set that. So nothing else to do there. Okay.
Production. We still get a food and a wood.
Yes. Food and a wood. So we're still short 2 food this round.
We are.
Okay.
Brainstorming. Do you want to discard 2 determination tokens to
Absolutely.
Draw? Okay, do we shuffle these again, or do we...
Just draw the...
Because the dam was on top before. Do we just set that to the side and draw the next 2?
Just draw... Yeah. That's fine.
We have medicine
and... We're going to have to shuffle.
Yeah, we're going to shuffle. We have medicine and lantern. Do we want medicine or lantern? Lantern is an extra builder person.
Lantern.
But medicine...
Lantern.
But lantern needs hills and fire.
We already have hills.
We can't build lantern until we get fire.
All right. And medicine takes grasslands.
Just takes grasslands.
What is medicine going to do for us? If a specific card comes out, blah, 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 blah.
But it's something also we could get rid of to trade. We have to build something.
All right. Put it up there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shuffle, and this is discard. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. We have grasslands, right?
Yep.
Boop.
All right. So now what?
Now what? Now we plan our actions.
Okay. So we need to do a few things here, right? We need to build.
Not necessarily me, but those 2 things need to be done.
Right. We need to gather some food.
We do need food.
So that's 2 food we're going to need, right?
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, this is what I was saying before we started the game. Because we're going to be constantly just spending 2 people per round to get food.
More, because we cannot go and gather on the island tile where the camp is. So you put it on the food one.
And then yeah, but then we'd have to do this.
Yeah, you have to do 2 people there.
Right.
And still roll. And
we can't risk fighting yet because our
weapon level's
too low. And if we get another card, it's going to push this off. But I can spend 2 to get rid of one of these cards at any point in time. So I could just get rid of that.
That might be worth it. Or we can get our fossil back.
That we want to be able to do that. So, okay, let's get the fossil back.
You gotta put a determination token there with it.
If I do this and this, somebody's going to take damage.
Yeah, somebody's hurting from the food loss.
But if I don't do these 2 things, I got to go up there with both people and still roll. So it's better, I think, at this point where we're all healthy to go ahead and just take 2 damage and get rid of these 2 cards. Get our fossil back while we can. And get a determination token that I'm spending right back.
Okay.
I mean, it's a waste. It's wasted effort.
You have a shit ton of determination tokens. Should we send somebody else to get one? Like, should Darwin be going there to get a determination token?
That's fine. All right, and then I can also, yeah.
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 Everybody go with this plan. I
think everybody agrees. See? Nobody said anything different.
Well, they're not going to reply right after you say it. That's cheating.
Let's do it. We go here.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Instead of using your determination token, let's use the pool.
Okay.
Determination token pool.
Okay, first thing, get a determination token.
Oh, hey, look at that!
And that will be for me.
That's for you.
And this goes away. Done.
Done.
All right. Now we go to this one.
Yes.
One guy, get a fossil.
Yay!
Get our fossil back. That would have been great if we had not lost the fossil, because we would have had another fossil. That would have been fantastic. We spent that. So Darwin, thematically even, went out and found a fossil.
Good for him. He did something.
He was playing with his turtle.
Did we get a determination token?
And Darwin discard. Ooh, it says Darwin discards 2 determination tokens.
If that's the bad thing.
Oh, okay. Get a fossil and discard this card.
Okay, so we just get the fossil back. Okay.
All right. Then we go to the build phase. This is
Build,
you.
build. I'm building here. What am I building?
Bill just said, we're so determined. Yeah.
Determined to lose.
My missionary is determined. And everybody likes a determined missionary. Hey, here's Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Thanks. Coming in with
Hello,
the...
Tom.
Did Tom say anything before that? No, he
How are
just
you this evening?
popped in and shakaraed you right up.
He shakaraed all over me.
See, that might have been too far.
Did not succeed.
Okay, so you didn't. So you get 2 determination tokens.
I do, unless
Well, they just spent Shakara tokens. You can't. I think
we
it's
can
fine.
give them a second. We must pause and enjoy the fact.
PG 14? Does it move up to 14 at some point in time? Wasn't it 13?
I think saying the baseline is 13, but I think that I said he shakaraed on me caused it to go to.
So that is the line between 13 and 14.
Shakara.
I'm gonna get some more alcohol while you guys.
Though I believe we probably should start at 14.
And these days, I think 9's probably fair enough. All right, I don't think we're gonna
It's
get...
the line. Ivan drew the line.
Good enough for me. You take
All
it.
right.
All right, we didn't get it.
We did not. And I shall roll again.
I mean, you could have said you roll for the medicine. No, good. Just, I'm joking. You can't do that. Oh, there's a redeem.
Thank you, Bill.
So therefore, the map was built then, right?
Yes. Yes, it was.
And you got to give back your determination.
You know
tokens.
what? We have not named
Thanks,
that
Bill.
map person. What is the map person's name? We have Candle for the builder and Tea Light for the boy.
I don't know too many cartographers or
What
map
are the
makers.
map men's names?
Oh, shit.
That would be perfect. But I cannot think of what either of their names are.
Well, we'll just call it Map Man. But we'll say Map Men, Map Men, Map Men, Men. And that's going to be annoying and take a lot longer. What?
Bill is almost out of points.
Oh my
Gasp! I shall now roll.
I do have a question to ask you.
For
Did
the
you look at what
medicine.
time it was when you started this
Nope.
again? I need to get you a watch that's just a stopwatch. Just a stopwatch that only does 5 minutes and down.
I succeeded.
You did. You should
got-
card all over the board.
I hurt myself making the medicine. I tasted it, and it was still a little toxic.
Yeah.
And I made myself a bit ill.
Okay.
But we now have it, so we can get rid of it.
That's the important thing. Okay, is that it for actions?
Oh, crap-a-doos. We
Oh,
didn't,
no.
We didn't capture a secret!
Wait. Oh, you're right. Which is part of the scenario that we need to do.
Today is a good day to be Emily, and a bad day to be Bill. Tomorrow may be a bad day to be Emily. Is yet to be seen.
2 determination tokens. No food. Now,
Bill guesses he just needs to pour himself a drink and undo the damage he did yesterday. Yes, Bill, laugh with me. It's funny.
we're going to be short 2 food.
Unless someone...
Well, we
needs
can't.
support.
You can't just ask for it every time. You can't continually cheat. We need it in very specific times where it's important. You can't just shakara it out there every time something goes wrong. Look, I got all kinds. I got a spew of determination over here.
You are so determined.
That's right. All right, so we
Weather.
have the weather.
Food.
Oh shit!
That
That
is
means-
the second tribe.
The second tribe.
The second tribe is very unhappy with us.
So wait, let me flip it over to this. So that means the second tribe here that wants food. What does that mean? They go down one?
It goes down one.
Oh, that puts it in the. See, that would be there, right? Because we only went down one before. I think I just moved that accidentally. Okay, so they're still on the. They're on meh, but they're on the verge of.
Oh, I don't like it when they go.
I'll just leave that where that's at. Okay.
Tom, I thought Emma was the pointless one of us. Okay.
Where are we at? So that was.
We did weather.
Yep.
We must do the feeding. We shall take away this one food.
Yep. And then who's taking the damage? I think at 1, 2, 3, 4. Before I go, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many do you have left?
You
1,
know
2, 3,
what?
4. Yeah.
Darwin played with his turtles a lot last scenario.
Yep.
He can go hungry.
Well, he'll take 2. Then we have 1
I
more
already
person.
have 2 wounds.
All right, I'll take 2.
Thank you.
All right. I think your 5 minutes is up.
Oh. Can't movement. Move it.
So we have to move, and if we move back to the camp, we're going to get food.
Yep.
We're also going to be where we on the tile with the number 1, which we need to do. Well, here they're going to move, right? Which is fine. That's good.
Not till beginning of the next round. They move. They move beginning of the next round.
All right. So we got to go here, which means what? We have to
do trading.
Or I can go over there, and we're just going to get wood, and then we'll have no food.
Yeah, I'm not liking the no food thing.
I mean,
we will get something. We will get something for our trading. But then that just means we have to build more crap so that we can keep trading.
the point, we knew food was going to kill us on this one.
Capturing a secret, do we have to be on the same thing as them when we capture a secret?
I think it's adjacent.
Okay. Yeah, it just has to be adjacent.
So, well, we can go here then, and we can get wood, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
And then all 3 of us will take damage, or we can go here and lose an item,
trade.
And
get a thing, which might
2
be food.
of us will take damage. It's a possibility, so maybe we'll do that. At least that's an option, or a possibility, so let's do that. So we move there. Now what?
Now we do the trading. Shall we grab 3?
And remember, the pistol is also...
And the blankets.
Yeah.
So let's put it on the blankets. And...
the medicine. Do we need the rope is something that you use to build other things.
Yeah.
A lot, but I don't think there's anything we're going to need.
We need to build whatever comes up because we have to...
I know, but I mean,
trading.
I think we want to keep the knife because that gives us some fighting level. We want to keep the mat because that gives us the guy. We want to keep the gun because that gives us fight. The rope is the next least important thing. Rope. Okay, flip them. Oh, look at that, rope. So we could trade the medicine and get rope, but then we already have a rope, so that would be useless.
Unless we got rid of the rope later, we still have a rope. Unless that rope's a one-time use.
That's a one-time.
Is it?
Oh, wait. Well, then we'd have to get rid of the medicine and get a rope, and then get rid of the rope later. Right, I gotcha. I think that's the way to do it.
Unless the rope's a one-time use. It is not in the big book.
I think what would happen is you put it up at the top. Well, how could a rope be one-time use? I think it would go up at the top, and then when you get it, you put the rope out there.
Okay.
So I think we get rid of the medicine to satisfy the situation, and we put the rope up in the future resources. And then the other 2 go away, right? So that takes care of the situation of trading with the tribes. Then what's the next thing?
Who did we trade with? We traded with 1.
Yep.
1 wants wood.
Yep, so we have a wood.
We can give them the wood.
Yep, I think
and
so.
make them happy.
Make them less meh. Or more
No, make them happy.
More, it wouldn't be happy because that's
Aw.
right there.
On the verge of happy.
Because they were 2 down before. So, yep, give them the wood. We'll move this up. Done. All right. What else? Is that the end of
That's the end.
that?
That's the end. What is the end of that?
Okay.
Nope, tribal reaction. So do their reactions cause anything to happen to us?
They're both meh.
They're both meh. Okay, next round. Round 3. Natural dam breaks. An unexpected flood is destroying everything in its path. Lower the mood of each tribe by 1 level. They're no longer meh.
Well, one's still meh. The other one is
They're
I mean, it can get but right now they're
That's
when they were
That's meh.
meh, right?
During the production phase this round, you get +1 wood and no food.
That's okay.
Put
Well, no, it's not okay.
this here.
Son of a bitch.
So during production phase, we get +1 wood and no food.
Yep.
So we
2
get
wood,
2 wood.
no food.
Tribal migration before we do that.
Hey, there was a raid. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Luzapalooza. How are you, Dave and Elka?
How's everybody doing? We are
Not doing well.
well. That's we always say that when
We do. Well, I mean, it's Robinson Crusoe. We're never doing well, right?
we're on the Beagle. This is what?
Scenario
4, and we're going out to try to make friends with the tribes. And right
Learn
now
their secrets.
we have 2 tribes that we're trying to be friends with. One of them is just become slightly unhappy with us, and the other ones are indifferent to us right now. So
There are a million ways to die, yes.
yeah, this particular scenario is
The kitchen goddess lost it to crypto. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Oh no. The kitchen. What did you
But
say?
that,
Oh, kitchen goddess.
yeah. Yeah, but decrypto is very easy to lose too.
I think decrypto is more about the fun you're having while you're playing decrypto
Yes,
than
definitely.
if you win decrypto.
Yeah.
Which I guess is similar to this game because you don't win very often.
But I think this one's probably more frustrating.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. So yeah, if anybody wants to stick around and watch us,
Die.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna have some food problems here for sure. So
Yeah.
this might be, if you don't want to watch.
Bill says we're not cheating enough.
Yeah. We don't really cheat. We have some options that people can spend some points to be able to help us re-roll some dice or pick different cards. I don't consider that cheating. I think it's more of a slight manipulation for people that would be interested in helping our inefficiencies with the game along the way, which I think, Ignacy would be fine with.
You think so?
Well, if he has any problem with it, he can put it in the comments.
Razor Wind says Robinson Crusoe, the only winning move is to not play.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? So we've went through the entire first scenario.
Kenpo says this is the longest description of cheating I've ever heard.
Well, hang on. I can get a better one if you give me some time. So yeah, we went through the entire first box, right? The original set
base game.
and some of the expansions. And now we're going through the first expansion, the Voyage of the Beagle, which we have one more scenario to finish up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some expansions from the new box we just bought. What do you call that? The treasure chest. That we'll do.
Yes.
And then hopefully after that we'll go to the mystery thing. But
Tales. Is that what it's called?
yeah, so every Sunday we go through this. So if anybody's interested in watching some Robinson Crusoe played, maybe
This is definitely not a rules teach.
No, not at all. And it's probably not something that you want to watch if you think, hey, that's a good idea. you can watch it and learn lessons because
learn how
watching
not
suboptimal play
yes.
does help you learn how to play more optimally
right,
later.
Yes. That is our goal here, to teach you what not to do.
Exactly. Okay, so do you remember what step we were on?
Did we tribally migrate?
No.
So in this scenario, we've landed on this island. We left a separate island, got on the Beagle. We pretty much destroyed our ship on the process. We are now on this island. We have come in contact with 2 different tribes that we are trying to now learn their secrets. And as soon as we learn the 2 secrets, at the end of that round, we just need to live, and we win. Simple, right?
Sounds that way, doesn't it?
Just need to live. There's a bit of a food shortage at the moment, though.
Historically, the living part's the worst part we are with this game, though. The worst we do.
This campaign has seen some of the most success recently. Yes, because we are on scenario 4 and we won 1 and 2.
Right, we've won twice.
And we almost won 3.
And we were very close on 3.
Almost, we're so close.
We were within a couple moves, actually. So, yeah. So.
Leland.
What did Leland say?
Teaching me what not to do is basically my father's parenting method.
All right.
Leland.
So, welcome all Raiders. If you want to stick around, watch. If you want to see more of this, then go ahead and give us a follow. It would be awesome, and you can be informed whenever we do this madness next week.
Okay, so the tribes move every round. They are nomadic. So roll the white die to see where they go.
Okay. That's a 4.
This way.
So that is the number 1, right? So
yes, and this game proves that the Earth is round because they don't just go off the board; they come around the other side.
So if you
tell them you're flat.
We had a previous conversation about if you've ever watched anything about people, and this is where I probably shouldn't even bring it up. But people who believe it's a flat Earth theory, right? Well, this is a 2-dimensional Earth. But when you go off the board in this world, you come up on the other side, right? And
would it be there?
Yeah, because you're coming off in this way, you would come off in that way as
Portal, like the game Portal. You bloop, bloop.
Exactly, and that's the way flat Earth would work. Is
bloop,
because if you've ever listened to the flat Earth theories, you always run into the ice wall that surrounds the flat planet.
And then if you go through the ice wall, wouldn't you just fall off into space? You wouldn't bloop off to the other side.
Well, the only way it makes sense to me, because if you're flying a plane one way, is when you hit the ice wall, instead of exploding, you come out on the other side. It is a portal ice wall. It has to be, because this is not a. Let's not talk about flat earthers. But in this particular case, the tribe fell off the side of the island and suddenly reappeared on the other side of the island.
Yes, they did.
So even if it was a round Earth, it would have to be a round island. So this would be the round island theory that we're discussing here.
So like Lost, where they're all trapped on that island forever and they can't ever
get into Lost. Okay.
That's all Hail the Great Spaghetti Monster instead. Yes.
Yeah, ramen. Okay, let's go.
You did roll for the second try.
Oh, second try.
Hopefully they come closer.
That is a 5.
That's not them coming closer. Oh, it is them coming closer. Yes. They come this way.
So they come this way. So
Yay.
we've got the tribe back on our side.
Something
here.
went our way. Morale phase. Who's first person?
That will be Darwin.
Darwin is first person. Oh, Game Geek Freak Girl. Thank you, Monique, for the host.
How you doing?
Stay on target.
Ivan's trying to keep us in line.
Stay on target.
Ivan, it's your job when we go off on a tangent to remember where it was we were right before the tangent.
Poor Ivan.
So, I'm we're delegating you And here's the thing: if you don't want to do it, just lie when we come back, and we won't know the difference.
So morale's at 2, so Darwin would get 2 determination tokens, but since we had the parrot, he gets an additional 2.
Wait, Kempo's now lurking. I think once he got tasked, he just said, "Screw it,
I'm out."
All right, what did you say?
Darwin got 4 determination tokens, 2 because morale's at 2, and 2 because of the parrot.
Okay, you control those.
I gave them to him.
Oh, perfect.
I did control them. I controlled the heck out of them.
Okay.
Production phase. So our event card said we don't get any food this turn, but we get an additional wood. So we get 2 wood.
Is down, and we're just going to go ahead and turn the rope. Or no, we keep the rope. So when we lose the rope, gotcha. Sorry, my bad.
Brainstorm. So brainstorm, what it means is that we only started out with so many item cards. So if we want to get more item cards, the only way to do that is to turn in determination tokens in order to draw more cards.
So Darwin, our good buddy Darwin.
Or we can use
What
tokens.
the hell's Darwin do with his?
Discard 3 to put a black cube over the morale blocker downer on any character sheet.
That might not be a bad idea. Anyway, Darwin
Okay.
involved hunting action.
Discard 2 tokens to decrease the beast's strength by 1. And then you can discard from any island tile adjacent to the camp. Oh, so he could discard that. I'm sorry. He could discard that.
Well, that might not be a bad idea.
That
Let's spend it. He
is
spends
a
2.
good idea.
Let's do that. Let's spend 2.
But you got to put a person there too.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
then
I think
that'll be in the action phase.
it must be an action then, which is weird, but that has to be an action because it's got the little down arrow thing.
Yeah. So as far as to your point, doing the brainstorming, let's use 2 of those.
Okay.
And how do we get? We're getting them up there based on.
Pulling the tiles.
Well, then in that case, leave them up there because it's more important that we just burn these 2 and then we can burn the other 2 later. So let's use Darwin's. Darwin's usually playing with his turtle.
Okay.
anyway.
Are we shuffling this deck?
Yeah.
I swear we did not stack the deck in our favor when we started the game.
No. Well, let's just put it this way. If we did, too late now.
Yeah. Game solved that, didn't it? We have a bed and a diary. Diary needs a pelt. The bed just needs grasslands.
Do the bed. I mean, we can use that if we need to.
Do we have we have grasslands?
Yes. All right. Next.
Next. What are we doing? Ivan, what are we doing? That was brainstorming. Planning actions.
Okay. Did we get everything? Yeah, we did get our resource center. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we need to get some secrets. We got to remember to do that, right? So how do we do that? We go. Oh, this is.
That stays.
I know, but we'll put him up there.
Why?
To spend the 2 termination tokens to get rid of that, so we can get food.
Oh, okay, because he's okay.
Right?
I see what you're doing. Yes.
All right. Then we.
That's on a wood. Do we care about that wood? I don't think we care about that wood. Is that a wasted action for Darwin?
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Because we need food.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now, number 1, we have to do something with the tribes to be able to get the secrets. That's the way we win this game.
We need to capture secrets.
Okay. And it says 1 or 2 people. So
yes.
It's just so me and Darwin, or Darwin and I, can go up here to 1 and capture that secret.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
So put a little blue thingamabobber.
Why?
So we remember that's what you're doing.
All right.
Because that's the secret.
And that secret.
The secret is blue.
The secret will go adjacent to it when we're done, but that's okay. Then.
Food.
We don't have any food, and that's going to be a lot of damage.
And explore, and we have map person. I can explore. Do we need to explore?
Well, we don't need to,
potentially
and you have
more...
to do 2 people because we're 2 away from the camp.
It would.
So keep that in mind.
It would potentially get us more determination tokens that we don't need yet.
I've got a buttload
that
of
we. I said that we don't need yet. I said that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, collectively we don't need any more, and specifically, I have a buttload of them. Next. What's the next thing?
Food.
So I have 1 and you have 2. So even if we went and collect, I can't collect food here, but you can collect food here and here. That would be 2 food, so 1 person would take damage. And then here we need to have a shovel, which we don't have even available to us yet. We could make the bed.
Or we could up our weapon level.
Yeah. If we go 2 more with the wood, we could get to Happy Town and start collecting some of these culture points, which is very important. I don't think we're going to be fighting, so I don't think we have to worry about that. If we do have to fight, we have a pistol. I'm saying make the bed. And that gives us 2 health too, right? A determination.
If you take the rest action.
Yeah. That could be very important.
Should we make the bed?
Let's make the bed.
I mean, you did make the bed this morning.
I almost always make the bed.
So what am I going to do? Am I going fooding?
Whatever food we don't get is damage to us.
Food? Two risky foods?
Yep. I think everything's going to be risky in this game.
Certainly seems that way.
All right, let's go down. Nothing. Go to build phase, risky build.
That's all you, honey.
All me.
All
so
you.
Risky build. Here we go.
Thing.
Success, a question mark, and a damage. So I'm going to spend 2 determination tokens to get rid of that question mark.
Okay.
So that's
How are you doing that?
With my missionary prayer. Discard 2 to stop any character from drawing an adventure card on a question mark die roll.
What are you doing?
Building. So that goes to that. I still take 1 damage.
Ivan's taking it so you don't have any damage. Thank you, Ivan. He's changing this die.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
He flipped it that.
Perfect. There we go. So now it's just a straight out success. So
yes.
That is, we build the bed. The bed has been built.
The bed has been built.
And I think what that does now is it says you get a determination token, a +1 determination token, and plus
2 health instead of 1 health. It's 2 health instead of 1 health.
Yep, very nice, very nice.
Varnash. That is Varnash.
And then that is all for the build actions. And then we are going to gather.
2 gathers.
So let's go with this one first.
Let's get some food.
Or no, wait, gather before explore, sorry. Do it. Yes! Looking good. Okay, so we get a food.
We get a food!
Now do exactly that again.
I like the little tongs.
Look at that!
Yes!
You are on a roll. You're really getting them. So that's another food.
That is another food.
And then we do the explore action, which is a automatic because we put 2 people there.
But we still have to do a card.
But it is the explore it's not explore. It is a
capturing the secret.
Capture the secret.
But it is an explore action. So you still do the card.
All right. Well, I can negate that card if we want to.
Do we want to use the determination tokens that way?
Why not? I mean, we're getting a bunch of them.
Okay, fine.
I say get rid of that.
Because it is the explore cards are the worst.
Yes.
You get trapped out at night.
Here.
You take all kinds of damage. That's how I usually end up dying because I'm always an explorer and I always.
So the good thing is now we just got a secret. Now that secret gets placed in an adjacent space to the camp, right?
Gotta find it again.
Thanks, Ivan. That was very helpful.
Tribal secrets. Each tribe has 1 secret of interest to the players. In the night phase, when the tribe... Nope, that's not what we want. No. That's not the part that we want.
No, we want... Where we did the... Get the...
Use this action when players want to capture a tribe's secret, which has already been revealed and is located on the camp tile. Players assign 1 pawn... When the action is successful, players will take the blue marker that represents the tribe's secret and place it on the Darwin's cabin board.
So we haven't successfully done it yet.
Yeah, we just captured it. That is what we did.
Oh, I thought what we did was tried to get the tribe secret. I thought there was 2 steps.
I think it's when the tribe has already been revealed. I don't know. The wording in this game, they try to give you examples of how things work, but it actually just makes things more confusing.
Each tribe is secret interest in the night phase. When a tribe is revealed, you roll the die. Yeah,
we needed to do that before we captured it.
That's right. So I think because there was something to do with putting this in an adjacent space.
Right, yeah. We were supposed to do that first before we could capture it, so we didn't capture it.
I think that probably went there. And then Darwin and I...
Well, you had to have rolled... You had to have rolled that white die to see where it went.
Okay, so... And it took an action to do that, right?
No, it's just in the night phase. It happens.
Okay, so essentially then, what we can do... Since we're still in the action phase, what we can do is go back here and put this blue thing here because we got the tribal secret, right?
Okay, but you had to roll the die.
In the night phase. We haven't got there yet.
Last night. We need to actually roll it for both tribes.
Right,
both of their secrets should be out somewhere.
Oh, no, we didn't get the second secret yet.
We should have put the secrets out, is what I'm saying.
Only for number 1.
No, for both of them.
I don't know how we would have possibly found a secret for number 2.
Each tribe has a secret of interest. It happens. At the night phase, once we found the tribe, their secrets are...
Okay, all right. Read on.
No, we didn't capture it yet.
I know, they're not on the capture part.
Oh. So you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
So the secret actually would have been here.
All right.
So then we captured it from there.
Okay, because regardless of where it was, we went to that spot, these 2 people.
Right.
All right.
So, yeah, it worked out
now
because it didn't
go on. Now that goes onto
the
the board.
Yes.
Okay, now the other one goes somewhere.
Roll the white die.
Roll the white die. And that's a 6 from number 2.
Which is that direction, so it goes on where the number 1 is.
Okay, now we have it.
Yes. Whew.
All right, so it's there.
It is.
All right, move on. That's the end of the action phase. Everybody's done their actions.
Yes.
So now we go to what?
Roll this one and then make the tribes hate us. Do you want to roll it?
You've been doing really well tonight with rolls, so.
Is that the 4th one?
That one is the first one.
The first one has Palisade on it?
Yep.
Dang, nabbit.
So that means what? It goes down 1?
Yeah.
So they're back to...
The tribes are unhappy with us.
Well, no, this is back to meh.
Okay, well, they're meh with us.
Right. Unhappy is not good.
Do you want to show the tribal board? Real quick.
There, they can't really read it. That's the reason I'm not too concerned about it. But as you can see, this is the start area here where they are at a neutral meh. And now we have a problem with we got to remember here that each player has to discard a determination token because they are with us.
Right. That's in the night phase.
And that's in the night phase.
Which isn't starting now. So first we have to eat. So these things came down.
Yeah. So we have 2
We have 2 to
foods.
Eat. So one of us is going hungry.
All right. Darwin, we can't spend the 2.
Jerk.
We can't spend the 2 for him to cover that.
I can take it before I'm far enough away from a morale loser.
Yep, I think you're next. Okay.
I took it.
All right, and then what do we have after that?
Camp movement. We have to move the camp every round.
If we move it up on the 1,
yeah, we'll get food.
We'll get food.
We have to trade, but that's okay because we'll get stuff.
If we move it over to the 2, or if we move it down here, we get food and wood.
You have to move towards the tribes.
Oh, that's right. Well, then we have to move it to here.
And we're right on top of that camp secret. And if we can grab that camp secret and make it through the round, we could win on round 4. That's not going to happen. There's no way that's going to happen.
That is interesting. It doesn't seem right that we would be able to do that. But let's not question it and move on.
Trading. Okay, we have to trade with 1 now.
So
which things are we going to offer up for trade? The blanket?
Blanket, of course, because that's not really...
The map, because we don't really need it now?
Yeah, offer up the map. And the rope.
Rope, because we had the rope.
Yep. The rope is probably the one we would lean towards the most, or the blankets, because the blankets... We received the blankets on the last game, but they're really of no value here, or very little value, because we don't have a weather problem.
Correct.
But if we don't get rid of them, do we get to take it to the next game?
I don't know yet.
Okay. See what we
Probably not. I wouldn't think
okay, we got a candles.
Ooh.
A sling. That's +2. And a wood, right?
No, it costs a wood.
Cost a wood.
And if you have 2 pelts if you have a knife. So that would be 2 pelts. Do we want
get
candles?
rid of the blankets and get 2 pelts?
Yeah.
And
Do we want candles? Do we want a sling? Or do we want pelts?
I say take candles, chuck the rope, and we get a rope immediately back. And then we just have another guy to help build the next thing.
Because you're so, like, anti-weapons, this scenario.
Well, I just think it's a waste of time.
And then something's going to happen where we need it.
But if something happens, we have a pistol available to us. Yeah, but you just said if we get this thing, we'll win the game. This is not about worrying about what's going to happen in round 10. Okay, so pop candles out. Yeah, we got to use your little... Yeah, there you go. There's another way to do it. All right. And then we will just...
Candles slip through my fingers.
We'll just get rid... No, just leave the rope there, because we're turning that in, and we just have a rope again.
And we have a rope again.
Okay.
Okay, so now we do the gifting.
So we do have 2 wood. So we could move, instead of up to happy, which is what our plan was, we can move them up to the very edge of meh. Almost happy. So
Almost happy.
I think we do that, because we don't need the wood for anything else.
What
What else do you need the wood for? And this comes down, by the way. What else do you want to use?
Something. Because we're not getting wood next round.
To build what?
I say we use 1 wood to meh them, and then we keep the other wood
We
in case we need to build
we are
something.
absolutely trying to get these culture points.
Yes, we need
up.
culture points. Okay, both woods.
It's like a little sub game that you've created. Okay.
Tribal reactions. Do they have any reactions to us? Yes.
Yes, they do. Each player discards 1 determination token.
Okay, 1, and 1. Oop, dropped it.
Yep.
There we go.
We need to get their mint up, which means we need additional food.
And we need to be on their tile, on the 2 tile, not the 1 tile. We keep going to the 1.
Because we're trying to finish the game. Okay.
I'm just saying. Event card. Oh, round 4. I don't know about this whole tribal secret thing. It says when a tribe has revealed their secret, but there's no, like, this is how they reveal the secret. So that just, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. We did it right.
I think we move on with that.
Okay. Cloudburst. Escape. Move your camp to an adjacent tile of your choice.
Perfect. That's what you wanted anyway, right?
That's all I wanted anyway. Look at that. What's that say?
We need a guy and a shovel, so it doesn't matter. We don't have a shovel.
Turn up 2 items face up to the invention side and cancel their effects. We're going to lose 2 of our items.
Yeah, but we don't have a shovel.
Oh, do you have enough determination tokens to get rid of it?
Oh, I do not.
Oh, crap.
Not yet. Well, I don't. No, but I can discard 1 to allow any character to give me any number of determination tokens. So I can get rid of 1 for somebody to give me more. Or I can use those.
Oh. Hey, why don't we use those?
So I'll just use 1 of mine.
Okay.
And 1 of those.
Okay.
And let's just chuck this one.
Okay. I'm good with that plan.
Perfect. Done.
Done.
All right. Now we go to...
Tribal migration.
So we roll...
Yep.
So the tribe, even though we've already got everything we want out of them, is still going to move around, I guess, for whatever reason.
They're
5.
nomads.
5 is going to be...
West.
This way.
They
right?
pop off, yep.
So they come over here.
Yep.
All right. And then 2, there's 3. 3 goes which way?
This way.
This way? This way?
Here.
Oh, there we go. So it's not on there anymore, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, we don't trade with them.
But we can
so
still...
we can
still get this.
No. Yeah, but we can't... on them.
Yeah, whatever. Next.
Morale.
+2 and plus an additional 2 because of the parrot. So you get 4 morale.
Production. We get a wood.
Okay.
That's it. Because we're on a beastie card.
Okay.
Then brainstorming. I don't think we need brainstorm.
Well, brainstorming would give us inventions to be able to chuck, right?
Right, but we have lots of chuckables.
Do we?
I don't think we need to brainstorm this round. Brainstorm, yes or no? And we both take a drink.
I think we just go ahead and okay. If we don't brainstorm, that's. But it only cost us 2, and you've got what 5?
My determination tokens.
We're collectively
Ivan
on
says
this
yes?
island.
Question mark.
I think he's saying yes because he doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
Do we chuck 2 determination tokens in order to get 2 invention cards that we could potentially build in order to trade with the tribes people? I think he doesn't get anybody anywhere.
I mean, I think it's going to come up, and we're going to lose.
Leland says no. Ivan says yes? Question mark. Leland says no? Exclaim mark.
So, the confidence level of Ivan is very low.
It's meh.
Leland always says something confidently, even if he doesn't know what it means.
But he says thinking didn't get anybody anywhere.
He's going with instincts. He's gut reaction. And he's saying, don't do it.
That might be why Grimby lost 3 boats.
I think, so what you're saying is, don't do it.
That's what I've been saying.
Okay.
I dared, Leland. I dared.
How dare you?
The competence level of Island.
I did say competence. I said confidence.
Confidence
Because there was a question mark, not competence. Okay. All right. So we are what?
Planning.
Is it action phase then?
It is action
So we do
phase.
have a candles now,
We do have candles.
which would be awesome for building something.
I
mean that's just purpose, but
we're not gonna win in the 4th round.
We are going to go there and try to get that secret, right?
Yes.
And that's when we do that, we end the round and we win the game, right?
We have to finish out the round.
Yes, I said. So it is within our grasp. And we can make it an automatic.
So wrong.
Yeah, because
we're in the 4th round. How can we potentially?
The reason
how is
it feels
possible we could win in the 4th round?
The reason it feels wrong is they've set this game up for us to be able to get things up on this track, and we are at 0.
That's why.
And we can get up to 12 plus of these culture points, and we're going to end the game at 0 culture points.
Wrong button.
So that is why it seems odd to end it now. It would be what we call a bad move.
How do you make it?
But
I figured it out.
But on the other side, the other side of the coin here is we have very little food.
We do.
And we could very quickly die and then the whole scenario is blown. So now it's going to be a balance of ending it versus trying to stay alive longer to get culture points.
If we get 1 culture point, then Darwin gains 1 special action token to use next scenario. We have to get 6 in order for him to get 2 tokens.
Right.
We're not getting 6. That's not going to happen.
So if we say...
But if we can get at least 1, but then we got to make them super happy.
If we say we want to...
Happiest tribal
and the problem is, the ones that are upset right now with us are food people. So that means... The only way we're going to get this is if we all went to, even if we went here, here, and here to get food. That's 3.
That's
and
what I'm saying. We needed to hunt. If we had hunted, we'd have so much food. Somebody didn't want to.
We're doing our action phase right now. If you want to take and put a wood up there on there to hunt.
We hunt before we get that up.
No, I'm saying if you want to take the wood that we have,
yes,
instead of giving it to get a culture point,
right,
and go over there and raise the...
And then hunt next round? And have to go a whole nother round? Why don't we just use the pistol, which gives us a +3, and would make us 4 hunt
You can do that if you want to, too.
Let's do that.
I think personally, it's a bad move, but go ahead and do that.
Well, no, and then you can just say it's all your fault we lost.
That is just the bonus of saying you go ahead and do it, right? I'm not saying it's a bad move. I'm just saying I don't think we need to.
You did say it's a bad move.
Said I wouldn't do it.
Okay, roll back. He said it's a bad move, right?
I am confident that nobody will ever roll this back. So, and here's the other. So okay. Let's. What would you like to do?
I would like to hunt to get food. I
don't
know.
There you go. And you're going to use that pistol, and that's going to give you a +3. So we're going to put you at 4, right?
Right.
Okay. Perfect.
Not yet, Elena. But
Not yet.
Probably.
Hang loose. Okay. So that's your move. Be confident. Be like Ivan. Be competent.
Say my name.
We don't have anything to build, so candles does nothing.
And so does Map Man.
Map Man does nothing if we're not going to explore.
Map Woo Man.
Is there any reason to explore? When you explore, we could get determination tokens, but that's about it. And I don't think that's a problem.
Right, because we don't get discovery tokens.
We could, let's see, what else? So we have, what are we going to do with all of my moves here? I can go up there with the wood and raise the fighting level for next round. Or Darwin can do it. You only need one person in a wood. But the other option is we can...
Well, we can't trade with them because we're not on their... we could lure them in.
There you go. We can do that.
Lure them to us, entice them.
And what does that take?
The thing that they want, the thing that makes them happy, which is wood.
Right.
And a person.
So Darwin can use a wood and entice them over to us. Do you want to do that?
So the benefit of doing that would be so that we could then trade with them so that we can give them the wood that we use to entice them over.
Right.
To make them
But remember, in the enticement, we don't lose the wood.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The wood would be used to entice them over.
Right.
The exact same piece of wood to make them happy. And maybe we could get at least one culture point out of this.
Okay. You convinced me. So we put Darwin here on the camp tile, throw a wood on top of him. And
adjacent to the camp. Let's go on tile adjacent to the camp.
Good enough. Alright, and then I can discard and get +1 palisade and 1 roof only if you lost it by moving the camp.
We don't have palisade or roofs.
Yeah. And nothing happens if we don't do that. So that's useless. So now I could move I could go here, move that up so we get a health every time.
Do you need a health? No, you don't.
Nope.
Do any of us need a health? Not really.
Really.
Although, if I go hungry, I am going to lower morale.
So you, in that case, why don't we do this? Boom. Go there.
Okay. Which actually gets me 2 health and a determination token.
Right.
Because of the bed.
And...
get a good night's rest.
I mean, I could go to bed with you, too.
I was going to say it's not that kind of show, but I think it has been.
Well... I'm determined. I mean, what else? What else can we do? We're innocent.
It's okay. We're married.
Other than go up and try to get the thing, which we're saying we're saying we're pushing that off.
Yeah.
Then.
I mean, okay, wait. So if we did do that.
Yeah.
We would still get to do the, we would move the camp.
Bill doesn't pay any attention unless there's some kind of an innuendo, and he's like, oh, somebody made a comment.
My senses are tingling.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, so we're going to entice them over there.
Yep.
And then, in the night phase, we would move the camp to be with them.
Yep.
So if we had the secret already,
Yeah, which is there.
and then we did all that, and then we traded with them, and then we gifted them the wood that we used to entice them, we would get 1 culture point, and we can win it on this round.
I think it makes sense because trying to extend the game out to possibly get
More culture points?
5 more culture points.
Which is not going to happen. Let's be honest. That's not going to happen.
Because we'd have to get a lot of wood and a lot of food.
And we are struggling with food.
I mean, sure. Could we possibly pull it out? Maybe. But we're an hour and a half into this. I think we do what we need to do.
Do what we need to do.
So
get it done.
So what are we saying here? That is an explore thing, right? So we can take we can take green guy with this thing because that's an explore action.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So we use the people we got. So let's do it. Everybody's out there. So go here. We're gonna fight. Autumn.
Do we? Yeah. Okay.
Right. You're gonna fight.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fight.
What are we fighting? What are we fighting? Culture points are requirements for the next scenario, though. I mean,
it's not a requirement.
If we get at least 1 culture point, we get 1
Darwin coin.
Darwin gains a special action token.
So if you look at the thing here,
just to be clear, we have not read the next scenario, so we have no idea how this affects it.
So all I know is previous scenarios, things that you do to be able to get benefits for future scenarios, typically aren't all that fantastical.
Get 1 to 5 culture points gets us 1 Darwin token.
Yep.
We need 6 culture points to get 2 Darwin tokens, and 12 plus gets us 3 Darwin tokens. So I don't know that it's worth all that extra effort just to... I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we haven't read the next scenario yet, so, I mean, we could be kicking ourselves next week.
The thing is, to be able to do that, even if you math it out with the amount of wood that we can get, 1, 2, and even if we Darwin one over and remove that one, and we could get 3 per round, it's going to take us at least 2 or 3 rounds to be able to get up above 6. And that's food that we're going to have to also
And they
get.
are 1 away from being happy, right?
They're 1 away from being happy, yes. So if we can make them happy this turn, which we're planning on doing,
then we're
going to get 1
culture point.
Culture point. And 1 culture point and 5 culture points are exactly the same benefit to us. So Darwin has been a bit of a dick this whole... I agree, and I don't think... Darwin is just...
Not really pulling his weight around here.
No, he's just a little bit better than Santa Claus. And we all know how I have my hatred for Santa Claus. So I think this is the best course of action. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're fighting.
And then
what?
The health doesn't really make any difference at that point.
Unless...
Hey, who we got here?
Thanks for the follow.
Poncho72, thanks for the follow. I hope you're enjoying this little bit of chaos that you're watching. But you might see us win here just in a second.
I haven't even spoiled it, but Darwin tokens act as single-use pawns. Oh man.
Single use. Yeah. I mean, think about that. We'd have to do at least 2 more rounds if everything worked out great to get 1 more candles. I mean, hell, we spew candles all over the place and we don't have I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth risking dying and doing this all again.
Like we definitely replayed the 3rd scenario.
Regardless, let's go. So you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight, right? I mean, do you even want to try to fight?
Yeah.
All right. So
I mean, is there something else I could
That's here.
do?
I'll let you go on top so you can roll it, since that was your idea and everything.
We're not rolling anything.
Yeah, we are, because you're still fighting.
No, you don't roll when you fight.
Oh, okay. So you're fighting a cheetah.
Ooh.
Now, the good thing is we have 1, and we have the pistol that takes us to 4.
So we use... Ooh, I wonder if we could trade an empty pistol.
It is a pistol. It just doesn't have any ammunition. So yes, it's still... No. Doesn't matter. We're not even going to get to the trade phase.
Okay.
So you got...
Yeah, we are.
So we're going to get two food.
Weapon level goes down 1.
Yep.
We get 2 food.
Yep. And you get a pelt.
And a pelt.
All right. Cheetah's dead. Got lucky on that one.
I need better tongs, I think.
I wonder if they sell gaming tongs on Amazon. Anybody?
There's all kind. I looked the other night.
Specifically for
gaming pieces.
No,
but they did have ones that had like a little loop in the top, so that it had like a little hole on each side. So that could be helpful because it could like go around the little banana nib. It could go around the banana nibs and like hold on to that better.
Okay, where we at?
We fought.
We're good. We're good there. Okay.
We're not building.
Gather.
We're not gathering.
We're doing this. So
we're
enticing them over.
Did somebody say banana nips? I did say banana nips. Yes, we are enticing them over to...
You said nibs. He said nips.
I did say banana nibs with a B. Sorry.
Your P's and your B's are pretty close, but don't get excited, Bill. It's nibs.
We entice them over.
He goes over here, and then,
close enough for him.
And this goes back in the future resources, right?
Yes.
And then he goes back to playing with his turtle.
Yes.
And then we go to the next that thing, which is capturing the secret.
Yes.
Which is
it's automatic. We get it.
So then
So that goes on the Darwin board.
And he goes to you. And this goes to the Darwin board.
Yes.
And do we get something to do with the wood to be... Oh, we haven't got there yet. Okay. Next thing.
That's
all the actions.
That is all the actions. Weather die. So hopefully... What is that top one? The Palisade one?
If you get a Palisade,
we're
screwed. We made a bad decision.
Anything but...
And there's 2 Palisades on there.
There are 2 Palisades.
So
anything
2 out
but
of 6
a Palisade.
Chance. So now is when you want to scream for Elena if you roll poorly.
Sure is easy to attract these tribes, just waving a stick at them. Basically how ogres attract falls are in.
That is true. I recall that. Episode like 30.
So when an ogre waves at a wizard, the wizard should not go up and talk to that ogre. Just general reference. Yay, it's not a Palisade!
Yep, that would be for the number 4 tribe, which we don't have.
No.
So then you didn't do your health.
No, I didn't. So I get up 2 health and a determination token.
Yep. Okay.
That was like episode 18 of the podcast. Yeah. We don't need them currently. No, Phil. Thank you.
Nope. We're good now. And then what's the next thing?
Next thing is camp movement. So move that camp up to number 1. Nope, up to number 1.
Number 1.
So we need to trade with them.
Yep.
God, sake on the job. Trading. Okay, so we pull 3 of these bad boys. And we're going to trade map,
doesn't
bed,
really matter.
And blanket.
Sure.
Salt. Tiny totem. And food.
Do the food so we don't take...
and shuffle a beast into the hunting duck.
Well, wait. We want to keep... If the blankets go to the next game...
I doubt it does. I seriously doubt it does.
I mean, the map guy we could lose.
There was a special thing that let us keep it over from last scenario, so I doubt it does.
Alright, whatever then. But that's a good thing, because it saves our last food for when we don't need it, because it's all over.
Oh wait, I don't know why I'm doing that to you.
I don't know why you're giving it to me either. And then...
Put a beast in the deck, not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
Okay. And now we are going to culture point him.
No, now we gift to the tribe.
Which is the wood.
So we spend that wood.
Right. So that means we move this up 1, right?
Yep.
Which gets us into number 1, happy face.
Happy face!
Which gives us 1 culture point.
We get 1 culture point, which is tracked at the top there. Oh, you moved it already?
Already
onto
moved
the
it.
1?
Already moved
it. Okay. That's it.
And the win condition is, let's reread the win condition to make sure we did it right.
Each tribe has 1 secret. Collect the secrets of 2 tribes. You automatically leave the tribal island at the end of the round in which all required secrets are captured.
Yay! 3 out of 4. So, we probably didn't do that most efficiently,
We did it in 4 rounds.
I mean, we did it efficiently, but we didn't do it productively.
I mean, yeah, we could have had more culture points.
We could have had more
possibly.
culture points.
But like Leland said earlier, when has the IP ever been cultured?
Oh.
When we've been sick, I think.
When you go to the doctor and they take one.
That's probably it.
They take a culture.
Exactly.
To see what the growth is.
That was my point.
Emma's not smashed yet. No, trust me.
Emma's happy.
You want me to post the videos again? That's smashed.
This campaign's difficulty reminds me a lot of First Martian's campaign difficulty.
Has anybody else, anybody that rated in, has anybody played Robinson Crusoe before and had similar experiences? I think, how many do we win of the first box? I think we won 2 of the
8.
And then we had the expansions, right? And we had the sand, we had.
And that was with a lot of cheating.
Well,
that's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
The interacting with the people watching. That was a lot of interacting with the chat.
We won't go over how it's not cheating, but slightly less difficult than base game scenarios, but more for fun.
Yes, and I think because they give you this extra person, so there's 5 different people that you can potentially use each scenario. Yeah. And that seems to make a big difference.
Depending on what's the other ones we could have got? There's the horse, which allows you to move anywhere on the board, so you don't have to worry about the distance.
Was First Martians as broken as Peep says it was? We've only played First Martians like once or twice,
we played
right?
it a couple times. It was okay.
It's just a lot to learn.
I think
there's a lot of setup and a lot to learn. But yeah, I don't know, Ivan. I don't know what your experience with it is. How many times you've played it?
I mean, a lot of people just, if you loved First Martians, you loved First Martians. I think, but I was meh. I was a little bit above removing determination tokens
on the game.
Yeah, I was unhappy.
There's just a lot to manage.
I was meh.
There's a lot to manage in that game. And, I mean, it seems like there's a lot to manage in this game, but First Martians, I think, had more to manage.
Yeah, I think so, too.
It's more fiddly, maybe.
Yeah. I would prefer this over the other. Elena's playing Slay the Spire now. Sits down at the bottom.
Elena's always playing Slay the Spire.
She's addicted.
A little bit. Guilty.
So, yeah, I think... we
heard something about them bringing app cards to Robinson. We saw a little video on that.
Yeah, I saw that too. There was a few other things they were going to do some expansion stuff on too. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to...
She hasn't spoken to Bill in days.
I think when we're done with the mystery... What's it called? Mystery Tales. We're probably going to be done with Robinson Crusoe for ever. More than likely.
Probably.
Because we will play through
a very long time.
Every release scenario.
I could see us pulling out the base game again. Maybe in a few years.
I think there's other things. I mean, I don't know if anybody else that's watching has any suggestions on the next thing. We are eventually going to go back to Kingdom Death, but I think we're going to wait until...
And we have Townsfolk Tussle coming.
Townsfolk Tussle will be end of this year.
End of this year, okay.
Which it's never when they say it's going to be.
Right.
And then Kingdom Death has what's the box set called? The
Gambler's Chest.
Gambler's Chest is coming out.
A lot more stuff.
So I think what I'll do is we'll get that, and I have a number of things to paint prior to that. So Kingdom Death is probably a little ways away, so we'll probably have something in between.
We had talked about doing Pandemic because we have 5 different versions of Pandemic and just playing through those.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Apparently we're not doing that now, though.
No. I like Pandemic. It's always been a good game. That's always been one of them. And I particularly like the Cthulhu version of Pandemic. We played that 10 times before we actually won the game. And if you haven't noticed, we like games where you lose a lot.
Apparently we do.
And I always felt that's... my dad taught me how to play racquetball, and he whooped my ass for about 5 years in racquetball. And then when I beat him, I knew I actually beat him. He wasn't giving it to me. And I feel that's the kind of games that I like. If you win, you've accomplished something.
Yeah, I've been check our list of BGG games. Our BGG list.
I'm
Nunda Wiser.
Nunda Wiser. I'm Nunda Wiser on BGG.
Bill, how many different pandemic games have you played? Have you played several or just the base one?
I mean, we have the base. We have, of course, the two Legacy games, which we played through the whole first one, which is actually hanging on the wall someplace. And
in the living room.
We played halfway through 2.
Just Vanilla and Legacy Season 1.
And we haven't played 0 yet, because we haven't bought that one yet.
And that's why Tommy will never
play games
with you. Cobra Kai style. No mercy.
That's probably part of it. And then we have the base Pandemic, we have the Cthulhu, Fall of Rome, Rising Tide, and Iberia. I like all of them.
Oh, you're just Nunda on there.
Is it Nunda? Well, I have both.
Bill.
I have both. I have Nunda is the RPG version of me, and Nunda Wiser is.
Oh.
But I think Nunda might be the board game one. So it's been a while. I think Rising Tide I thought was a little bit. I don't want to say complicated, but a little bit more for what you had to do. A little bit more for what you were getting out of the game. I thought Cthulhu was probably the best. I like Fall of Rome too.
I like Fall of Rome.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's probably Nunda. Thanks, Bill. And then, one game I'd like to play again that we haven't played in a long time is Dead of Winter. And I enjoyed Dead of Winter. And also, I was looking at the shelf over here. I really like.
Good at 2?
No, probably not. I wouldn't think it would be good at 2. And Fury of Dracula is another one I really like to play, but that's not going to be good at 2.
No, Fury of Dracula would not be good for 2.
Well, I don't even know if...
Elena would join us for Dead of Winter if we could figure out how to make that work.
Well, we've had her on before.
Yeah, but it was a little annoying.
I mean,
Leland would play Dead of Winter with us too.
So maybe we can do that on... Is Dead of Winter on Tabletopia or one of the...
We'll have to look.
Because I really like...
Yeah, that'll be fun. All 4 of us.
We haven't...
down to watch. That. No, Elena, you play with us. And Bill played... can you play 5?
Yeah, I think Dead of Winter goes to 6.
That would be fun.
We even have the expansion that we've never played.
Bill didn't say he wanted to play yet, but now that Bill has said he wants to play, I would say all 5 of us.
We have Dead of Winter, and then we have the Long Night expansion, which we've never played.
Does that do 5?
And so I was just... I was opening it.
I don't know what.
It says 2 to 5.
Sweet. Now we just figure out how to play it.
This one is 2 to 5, of course. So that is an option for when we get done with Robinson. But we still have, a couple months till we got about 10 games there, plus a couple of things. So we probably have a couple months before we
There's
have to
10
decide.
games in the Mystery Tales?
Well, hell, let me go look.
While he's up. Make him go look.
It is. Well, we have... I think we brought this out before, too. So
Right, yeah, once we got out of the con.
we have some other...
Standalone scenarios.
And this is still in the shrink, so we're looking at... does it say how many scenarios, though? Campaign plus 2 standalone scenarios here, so... The campaign doesn't say... Yeah, so it says scenarios 12 and 13. So there's 13.
No, 12 and 13. This goes...
So, 5-part campaign, hunting scenario number 12.
Okay.
So we got 5, 6, 7 potential ones, it looks like. So, anyway, that'll get us through that.
I think this might be a campaign thing, too. We'd have to look at it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And they got stickers for the...
Stickers for something.
They don't have the... like Darwin doesn't have an actual sticker. Anyway, is there anybody to raid? Since we've
More stickers. Little eyeballs.
Yeah, we'll reveal that.
Eyeballs and spinny things.
Yeah.
Board Gamer Steph. I can do it when you're ready.
Oh, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. That makes it easy for me. So I'll go ahead and slap on here the old Leland singing. And then You can raid him over. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week when we're going to play what? What's the name of the scenario?
5 is Homeward Bound. We finally get to go home.
Is that the last one of the Beagle?
That is the last one of the Beagle.
Fantastic. All right. We'll raid you over. Ready, Bill?
Thanks for watching.